Busy season is a time when accountants can either stand out or crumble under the pressure. I've been through four busy seasons, so I'm going to tell you everything you need to know so that you can thrive under the intense demands of busy season. Let's get into it. The most important thing you can do to prepare yourself for busy season is to prepare mentally. If you aren't ready for what's about to come your way, you could easily fall behind in the first couple of days and, be fighting back the entire busy season. You need to mentally prepare before you go into busy season so that you're ready to, get off on the right foot and, excel all the way through. Obviously, a really good way to do this is to be, rested as you head into busy season. You don't want to be feeling like you've been going crazy for the past few weeks and you're on zero battery and then busy season starts. You want to rest and make sure you're fully ready to go before busy season starts. But I think what's even more important is kind of trying to figure out what's coming your way. Figure out what this client was like last year during busy season. Was this a client where everything was going wrong all the time and, the team was up till 2 a.m. every morning? Or was it a very clean, well-organized client where, maybe work until 10 p.m. and it only lasts a few weeks? Like, you really gotta, there's a wide range of busy seasons, so you should try to figure out what yours is gonna be like and, at least you're mentally prepared for that. So if you can go into busy season with a good idea of what went on in prior year and, you're fully rested at the start of busy season, you'll be, on the right foot to start the rest of busy season off and, do as well as you possibly can. But things will inevitably get stressful and hard, and the best way to deal with this is by having allies on your team. Your team can really either hurt you or help you. So we definitely want to make sure your team is an asset to you and not something that's dragging you down and making things miserable. Try your best to get on and stay on the good side of your teammates. You want to have a good relationship with them. Ideally, you'll be friends with your teammates, but obviously that, can't always be true. But at the very least, try to get on their good side and try to at least be friendly and have a good relationship with them and at least have them like you. I'm not saying be a suck up, but it would be great if your teammates like you. Obviously, this is great because you want to work with people you like and who like you. Like, it just makes for a better environment overall. And when busy season's so stressful and tough, like that's really important. And secondly, your teammates will be looking out for you. If they don't really like you or don't really have any feeling towards you, they might be more willing to throw you under the bus or like not really protect you from certain things or, not help you out with some work. But if you guys are friends and you have a good relationship, you're going to be helping them out a lot. They're going to want to return the favor. Like, it's going to be very mutual and beneficial for everyone. And lastly, but probably most importantly, is you'll be able to ask as many questions as you want, because in public accounting, asking questions is such an important part of the job because you're learning as you go, especially during busy season. So if you're working with people who you don't really feel that close to or you don't have a good relationship with, you might be a little apprehensive to ask them questions. And trust me, you're going to have a lot of questions. But if you have a good relationship and you're friends with your senior associate or like at least like them and they like you, you'll totally be able to ask as many questions as you want and they're going to be so happy to help you. And that is such an underrated thing in public accounting, asking questions, because like I said, you're going to have a million of them. And like I said before, a great way to make your teammates like you is just being nice and trying to like them. But another option is doing things outside of work. Like maybe your team can have a happy hour where people get to know each other, you build some camaraderie, and just build the vibes before you head into the trenches of busy season. Because if you can get your teammates on your side, it can make your busy season a million times more enjoyable. But your biggest priority should still be yourself. You need to look after your own mental, physical health, your own well-being, because even if all your teammates like you and you're good friends and everything, you are responsible for yourself and you need to look after yourself because busy season gets tough. And if you aren't, paying attention to your health and your well-being, it could definitely deteriorate. It can be hard to find time to exercise. It can be hard to find time to, cook healthy food. It can be hard to find time to even sleep at times. You're very busy, but no one's going to make that time for you. You have to do it. You have to make yourself a priority and make sure, you're staying healthy, you're staying relatively happy, because, it might seem counterintuitive, but if you're feeling healthy and happy, you're going to be far more productive at work and actually get more done in less time. And if you think about it the other way, if you are unhappy and unhealthy, it's going to make you less productive and, you're going to have even less time. You're going to do worse at work and you're going to be even more unhappy and unhealthy and you're going to take longer and longer. Like, you get the idea. You can choose which way the snowball falls. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm going with it. Your partners, managers, senior associates, all of them will be telling you to take care of yourself, but none of them are going to enforce it on you. You have to do that for yourself. You need to make sure to cut out some time in the day for yourself, because at the end of the day, this work is not life or death. And that's an important thing to remember as auditors. Like, we are not saving lives. Yes, our work matters. It's really important to a functioning society and all that, the economy and all that. It is important, but it's not life or death. We don't have to stress to the highest degree over what we do. Obviously, you should work hard and like care about what you're doing because the work needs to get done and you should take pride in your work and you want to perform well at work. All of those things, of course, you should work hard. But if your mental health is really suffering because you're pushing yourself so hard and like you're trying to reach all these deadlines and like it's ruining your life, just like stop. Do not let it do that. This is an audit. This is not, like I keep saying, it's not saving lives, it's an audit. If something gets pushed back a day or two, like it's okay. It's not the end of the world. The audit always gets done. And if you're on a private like client, this is especially true. Private clients are a lot less stressful. The deadlines are not as hard. If you're a public client, yeah, like you have stricter deadlines, that's for sure. But still, like, don't let it ruin you. So every once in a while, just remember, take a deep breath and relax. Everything will be okay. But even with that in mind, there is one thing that I think you can do that can completely revolutionize your busy season experience. It can turn it from, a miserable, stressful, horrible existence into something that's, meaningful, tolerable, and maybe even somewhat enjoyable. What you need to do is embrace busy season. Just accept it for what it is. It's a time of stress, long hours, and all that. Like, just to embrace that. Make the most of it. But it's all about your mentality, because if you see it as something that's gonna suck and be horrible and make you hate life for 3 months, that's exactly what you're gonna get. But if you instead see it as like a shared experience that all accountants go through and a really good chance for you to learn and develop and, hopefully work towards getting your dream role someday, you're gonna be much more likely to have a positive experience and something that you're gonna at least enjoy a little bit. I'm not saying you have to think busy season is sunshine and roses. It's definitely not. But if you just focus on all the negative things, that's all you're gonna experience. But if instead you decide to, you say, you know what, I know it's not gonna be great, but I'm gonna focus on the positive things. How much I'm gonna learn, like how proud I'm gonna be after I get this done, and try my best to make an impact at work. If you focus on those things, that's what you're gonna experience, and you're gonna just enjoy things so much more. And I don't know, I just think you owe it to yourself to at least try to do that. It's a small mindset change, but it makes a really big difference. Okay, so just to summarize, what you need to do to have a great busy season and come out even stronger on the other side is prepare yourself and know what's coming your way. Check what happened in prior year. Create good relationships with your teammates. Make sure to take care of yourself throughout the entire busy season. Remember, the audit is not life or death. Do not stress too much. And finally, focus on what you're gaining from busy season. Focus on the positives, not the negatives. If you can do all of these things successfully, you will have a decent busy season, which is actually a huge accomplishment in our industry. So if after all that, you still think you want to become a CPA, check the link in the description down below, because I have 100 free CPA exam MCQs, which, are a great place to start if you're looking to get started studying. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.